Yet again, I've loaded Aunt Bernice's priceless Ming Dynasty china in the trash compactor. Time for the show. I'll let Dodd take the blame.
Tonight on Time for the Show, Dr. Fox invents a robot that generates electricity through giving hand jobs, which results in the show running on phantom stranger power. Fidd Chewley volunteers inside of an orgy at a haunted house as the referee in the Bukake party. And Reverend Bees confronts a schizophrenic, frantic fanboy in a two-man, one-on-one steel cage match. Stand by for Time for the Show. Broadcasting live inside an ill-fitting HEPA filter, haphazardly crammed into your uncle friend's discontinued wall-mounted air conditioner that jets into the trailer on the next lot. This is Time for the Show. Time for the Show. I'm Reverend Dr. Engineer, Dr. Argus Q. Fox from Hypercube Labs, broadcasting on top of a pile of vibrating heat beads on a menagerie of bean bags just outside of the reactor core in the Hypercube sub-basement studio, just down the hall from the vending machine that now exclusively accepts Sacagawea golden dollars. I'm here with your handsome, greasy, slightly telligible hosts in the Hypercom. Come on in, timefortheshow.com if you dare. Click the Discord button. Don't say hello. With me in the studio, right, Fizzle Dizzle, it's the real diff. It's Fidd Chewley in the beef. Welcome to the studio.
I'm playing on behalf of Diff Chunkley tonight.
Oh, I was actually talking to your applicant, but he's not here. So far, he's nailing it.
Why were you talking to him?
I was because I was introducing him, but, he's obviously...
I'm just doing my job. I'm just trying to be the best Fidd I can.
He just came back in, He's made it over here to the show. Calling in for Pease's applicant position number 2, that's your good friend, Fidd Chewley. Hi, Fidd Chewley.
Well, wait, am I Fidd tonight?
I don't know. Are you? You're going to have to prove it. I don't know who the guy on the other side of the wall is right now. I can't prove anything. Amazing images are being live broadcast in the chat room, timefortheshow.com.
Well, I know you don't know who's on the other side of the wall, but do they give good head?
It's Schrodinger's Chewley. Well, the desk, it's low. I'll scoot forward just a little bit. I haven't had any footsies tonight, but last week the feet were wild. It was like somebody had covered their soles with Vaseline and then had walked upon like a gravel garden of just assorted pebbles and rocks and regolith. And
fruity pebbles?
They were chunky in their own milk and stayed crispy.
Hey, Dr. Fox.
What?
Have you ever eaten just a single fruity pebble?
It's
awesome.
I don't think that I've ever had the discipline to do such a thing. I guess I am not I'm not enlightened.
That's how they get you, though. They make those damn Fruity Pebbles so small that you are forced to eat a bunch of them.
You can't stop.
That's how they get you.
It's an addiction. It's a sensory overload. And talking about sensory overloads, calling in from the telephone in the desert, it's Lonesome Handsome Peas. Hello, Peas. Where are you? Where are you right now?
In Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, so that's where
Cosmac's Commando!
It's the future. What's your guys' favorite thing about the future? I like
the pussy.
It's thicker than I
Future
ever
pussy.
thought it would be.
Yeah, it's way better than past pussy.
I like the medicinal PCP.
Yeah, that's good. The government finally got straight with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a religious right.
Thank you, President OAC.
And running mate RCA.
Yep.
VP RCA and OAC with the PCP, everybody in the USA.
And their last rap album was really
Dag-yo.
good. I had to say rap album because I'm old. That way I identify with my old. Like, a lot of people would just say, oh, their new album, but I had to say rap album, so I would establish that I'm an old fuck.
Why do they come out with rap albums when everything's single? Anyway.
My favorite Kinks album was the rap album.
Yep, that was a good one.
Fidd's
Fidd,
just
did you-
walking his cat.
Fidd had adventures this week.
You know, you bet your handsome ass I did.
Yep.
What did I do?
I don't know, but they were adventurous. Whatever things that you did were adventurous things. I heard about it on the news. You were busy Easter Day in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, you've
Well,
been
I
around.
don't like to toot my own horn, but yeah.
Oh, that tied into my blind eye for later.
Nice. See how...
Ooh, nice tease.
Yeah.
Nice tease.
Professional radio. Peas is back, bitches.
Where'd he go? Where have you been?
I was doing some morning, and then
and then
I did some evenings,
and in the middle of the night.
then I had to mail posters. I've been very busy. I had to buy
You
a
nailed
suit.
some posters.
I had to mail them. Yeah, I had to mail them.
Oh,
I don't
I
have
thought
my
you had
teeth
like
in,
shot
so-
a personal load onto each poster. Because that's what I was. Yeah, you do that. No, you do that on the milk bowl.
That's
I'm
way
actually
extra.
searching for a copy of the image. I don't have one readily available, but I have the poster design. Oh, I know where I can get one. I sent a copy of it to somebody. And P's also sent me images of them.
Hey, I just want to get something clear. Jesus died for your sins, not fucking mine. So stop your sinning, you fuckers. Yeah, that's a guy with a spit. If I'd have known to do that, that was a good call with the added spit.
It's good for you. It gets out the bad humors.
I've studied up on it. Great Expectorations. I highly suggest that one.
That's a new restaurant where you go and they purposely spit in your food, but you know it. You're paying them extra. Like you go up and I would like to cheaper
Try
with
the
extra
soup.
saliva.
It's
Try
incredible.
the soup. Yes, that is. It's like it's like bird nest soup, but made with people saliva.
Just
Yeah,
it's
how come
it's
we've never-
fingernail
People
trimmings.
saliva soup. People saliva soup. That's probably a big market for that in China.
Cream of some young guy.
Oh, damn, I think you just gave me my cream of some blind eye.
Oh, are we rolling this shit down? Are you guys ready to do some fucking show?
No, it's
Well, we got those-
No. It's Pacers. I don't want to start show right off the bat.
Oh,
We
we're
should
just
chat
juicing
for a
up,
while.
man. I'm getting my
Yeah.
hands just covered in like WD-40 and gripping onto the screens. I'm like
I got
jabbing
juice
my
in my
thumbs into the membranes of the screens, and I can
got
feel it.
juice in
I can feel the show surging into my neural, whatever you call it. It's dissolving. My head hurts.
Your cerebral Kotek.
Yeah, for her pleasure.
Well, yeah, I don't like to start doing the show until after the first break as well. This is the time where regular listeners know we do the on-air sound check.
No, I did that like 40 minutes ago.
Well,
I had a good story about posters.
all right.
Yeah,
Save
we've
it
been
for the show.
rolling. We've been rolling since 9:30.
I tried to save it for the show, and they were quite insistent that I
No,
continue on with
sometimes
the
show just has to start, and I think I did declare earlier that it was now time for the show. But I've got some stuff here tonight. I've got a selection of all the music. All the music tonight will be generated by artificial intelligence. So if it's anything,
I didn't know Trump was in a band.
Well, he's in a lot of bands. He's in a whole lot of bands. And you know what? There might even be an appearance by your favorite Trump impersonator and number one Make
RoboJoe?
America Laugh Again comedian.
RoboJoe.
Carlos Mencia. That's right.
RoboJoe.
Carlos Mencia. Everybody's favorite.
I never
saw a joke.
What's
I
his
didn't want to
fucking name?
steal.
Scoops McNews guy will be there.
Scoops McNews guy.
Scoops McNews
Scoops
guy,
is here.
number one Trump supporter and super guy. Number one super guy.
Don't forget his friend Jim Macon from the Caribbean.
Jim Macon, I gotta tell you, when Jim Macon shows up, I really wish Jim Macon would step it up, man. You know. But yeah, all of tonight's songs are generated by computer brains from various sources.
They're like the Milli Vanilli of our generation.
There's some that have composers that have arranged things, and some are made by inserting a specific data set, like all of the Beatles all at once or something like that. And to me, you know, like the Beatles, but this one I actually liked. And plus there's one that just basically is unplayable rhythms, and then they're laid together. It tries to make a song out of unplayable rhythms.
I gotta get my drink. Hold on.
Gotta go get your... Come on, man. We're like doing the show. Blind eye on going to get a drink before you even do the first song. In the first 8 minutes. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a beer. Is that... We're just gonna slow down and stop? It doesn't matter to anybody anymore? Should we just... let's all go. I'm done. That's it.
It's still before the first song break.
Now dying on the mic. Come on, Peas.
I got my drink.
Oh, it sounds like you really need it. Go ahead. Go get yourself a big, satisfying gulp of it.
Carrots was injecting marijuanas out there, and she injected one on me when I went to get my drink.
Just call it the devil's ass hair.
Is marijuana legal in your state yet?
No, it's not. It's not legal anywhere. It is illegal everywhere. It is a crime to have it. It is a crime to sell it.
Not to mention, it's dangerous.
It's bad for you. It will give you cancer. It is carcinogenic. It is habit forming. It is bad for you. It is not good. There are no medical benefits from the plant cannabis sativa
and indica. There's two different kinds. You know,
indica.
Does it have to have medical benefits to be beneficial though? Because I really don't give a shit.
That
I just
sounds
get high.
okay. Well, what's the benefit then?
Getting high.
Okay, so poisoning yourself. Contaminating your body.
It's not the poisoning that feels good. It's the recovering from poisoning yourself that feels good.
Getting back from that. Yeah, you know, just suffer for a little while and then getting better. You'll come away, you know, so much more enlightened. Now that you've figured it all out. Hey, when I do this, I'm like that, and then I'm like that all the time.
Do you think children in the future are going to have to learn how to write?
My legs. What? Children?
Do you think children in the future, will they have to learn how to write, or will they just type everything?
No,
like,
children
will they know how
in
to
the
make
future
letters?
will not have to. Well, there will be no writing. They will all communicate through emojis, and they'll all have apples, you know, multi-ethnicity and gender neutral emoji sets, so that they can convey everything in easily translatable hieroglyphs of total
annihilation.
subversive textual annihilation.
New Fidd Pro.
No,
How will the future children be able to read what the future children wrote if they wrote it all in emojis? And maybe future children don't have access to the emoji
because it's like the Rosetta Stone, but with emojis.
Peas, would you put your teeth back in your mouth before you do the show?
Gumming up on those mics. You have a windscreen on your mic,
All right,
Peas?
I'll be right back.
You have what do you mean you'll be right back? Where are you going now? You're gonna leave?
Hey, I got a new Fidd Pro, by the way, when I'm the supreme dictator of the universe.
All right, well, I have new conditions for the Fidd Pro segment that I thought would actually try and make it a little bit more interesting. So we'll bring that up later. We're on the first quarter hour. You're listening to Time for the Show. It's live, freethinkradio.com. We're going to play a song. We're going to come back. We're going to do the Blind Eyes. Let me go ahead. I have these songs.
Is that better?
Up here.
Is that better, Fidd? You fucking asshole. Is that better? Not you teeth shamed me on the radio?
Wait, which Fidd are you talking to?
The one who put my teeth in so I could sound better on the radio. You know, which, surprisingly enough, Carrot said to me right before I walked into the studio, she goes,
Man, you're old.
In? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to put my teeth in. They won't know. And Fidd, like 30 seconds later.
I'm only just going to be on the radio where they're hearing me speak without my teeth in. They'll never know.
It's super easy.
If we hadn't have said this, no one would have
Gumming Time for the Show is so easy. No wonder it's so savory.
That could have just been one of my wacky voices that I was doing.
Every voice is one of your wacky voices.
You don't know
You're
that
a different Peas every 10 seconds.
What's the name of that character? False Toothly?
Zing.
If it's not, it should be. I'm going to talk to False Toothly now. We're making a day.
Beautiful.
That's
perfect.
Up on something.
Don't change a thing.
That one's going to make us into prime time.
So do you just put those choppers in the dishwasher or what?
No, I got like a little special plastic yellow,
just a mix of Colgate and Cascade.
One of those plastic champagne glasses with the amniotic fluid in it.
With the flat top called.
You get you get a pencil box that you just cut some holes in.
You have a triangle, but you cut the pointy top off and have a flat top. Is that a trapezoid?
It's a trapezoid, yeah.
So I have like a trapezoid-shaped yellow plastic thing,
right? Filled with water, like rhinoceros amniotic fluid.
I keep like the water in it for a couple of days and just put more of the cleaning pills in it. But I'm not sure if that's a good safe. Maybe I shouldn't do that. It might be making some resistant bacteria that'll kill mankind.
You should put sea monkeys in it.
Oh, that would have like a tasty little treat when I put my teeth back in.
Don't you soak them in Zima like everybody else your age?
I used to soak them in Coca-Cola, but you'd be surprised how quickly that will fuck up your teeth.
Zima.
Yeah. Zima was like the stillborn older brother of Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, they squeezed it from Lucy Lawless's vagina flaps.
Zima should have known from the get-go. They should have taped a Skittle to the side of each Zima bottle so you could put your Skittle in it, and then that would make the Zima
and
taste
then you could
good.
Put your Quaaludes in under that.
Whatever, man. I'm just
I brought bubblegum wine coolers.
You were a real Zima drinker if you didn't have a bag of Skittles in your pocket to skittle up that
and an
Zima.
8-year-old in your trunk.
Whatever, dude.
Skittle up, y'all.
Fidd knows what I'm talking about. Fidd feels me.
Yeah, back in the day, we used to use the
Skittle up,
tape
boys.
that was holding the Skittle to the side of the glass. We'd use that piece of tape on the.
We just dropped highlighters in ours.
No, dude, they didn't have the Skittle. That shit saying the Zima company.
Then you could put them up in a black light and they'd glow.
Check it out, man. They glow under a black light, man.
Peas. What's the best flavor Skittle?
Red. Skittles are interesting. Now, I would say red, but I think that's wrong. Actually, the most tasty Skittle is yellow.
Yes.
Green.
That's unusual. Like, yellow Starburst is not the best Starburst. Yellow M&M is not the best, but Yellow Skittle is the best Skittle.
Orange.
With a close second coming up right behind it is green Skittle.
Yep, apple.
That's the menthol.
Peas. You and me are Skittle. We are on the same Skittle plane here. I'm just going to let you know something. It is yellow, and then number 2 is green.
You guys should get together and eat some Skittles and make out or something.
No, we need Zimas to do that, so it wouldn't be gay.
No,
Then we
homo.
could blame it. We could blame it if it was Skittles and Zima involved. It would fall into the experimentation.
See, Zima left money on the
We're
table.
just
They should have made their slogan, "It's not gay if you're drunk on Zima."
Yeah.
You guys are like old Skittles buddies, like bowling buddies. But, Skittles, the old form of bowling. Like, you would eat your Skittles, bowl together.
The great thing about Skittles is you could, or not Skittles, but Zima, is if you drank some Zima, you could wind up killing your kid and not even remembering anything about it. It would just be why is this kid in my trunk of my car?
Yeah. And isn't it so much easier to live that way? Isn't this better, Peas, not knowing like this?
Now, can you guys tell that I have my teeth in as opposed to earlier in the show? And
Oh,
didn't have
yeah,
my teeth
definitely.
In? You really,
Yes.
you can? Really?
Yes.
Really?
No, you were enunciating every word.
Oh, it's hurt my
perfectly.
feels. What if I lose these teeth? You guys won't be my pals anymore?
Not until you get some more teeth.
We'll be your pals. You'll just be a slobbering wreck. Barely
We're just friends with
So
you
you're
to
telling
get to
me
your
Carrots
teeth.
was right. Carrots was right with her advice pre-show. Like, aren't you gonna put your teeth in? My response shouldn't have been, no, they'll never know.
Are we
Should
telling
be,
you to listen to your wife? Yes.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
We are
I guess
telling
I
you
should put my
listen
teeth in
to your
before the show.
wife.
I feel like blind eyeing her because she didn't insist that I put my teeth in. But then,
So she
Yeah,
was
it's her
right,
fault
so
because
you're
she
going to
wasn't
blind
empathetic
eye.
enough.
I feel like we gotta be careful with the blind eyes because it seems like those bastards are pretty active in Sri Lanka. and
Yeah,
stuff
I mean,
like
I
that,
called
so-
Yeah.
Notre Dame
Come on, you
posers
guys.
last week, and Sri Lanka didn't get the message. They were like,
Step it up.
"Oh yeah, we're gonna go to church. Yeah, take that." But there you go. All it takes to rebuild a black church is for a good one to burn down.
All you need. I'm not
what I
touching that
learned.
one.
That
with
gets
a
like 3 or
10-foot pole,
4
man. Oh
churches.
my God, this was our last show. Anyway, so here's the thing, though. The only way to truly be safe on Easter is to not go to church.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
The
It's
lesson
the
to
only
be
way
learned
to
from
be
all of
assured
these
that you're not
attacks
gonna
is
get
do
caught
not
up
go
in
to
this
church.
religious
Do not go
nonsense.
to a physical church. It has a
Don't go-
giant target on it.
Go to a buffet. Go to Golden Corral.
yeah,
You don't
Go to
need
church
to go
on
to
the
church.
yeah. You can, and at a Golden Corral, if like a suicide bomber comes in, you can smother him with like an apple cobbler, and then beat him to death with like half a rotisserie
Just
chicken.
go to
Density
church
of
on
the
the
mashed
internet.
potatoes.
Plus, there's
Just
you got all those
like
knives.
Monday
Potatoes
night.
would muffle the bomb to where maybe somebody might get a little splinter. They might get some green bean salad in their eye. But the overall
Casualties.
If the bomb
denseness
goes off at the
of
Golden Corral, everybody thinks it's someone in the
sausage,
bathroom.
Stuffing and mashed potatoes would really negate any kind
warfare.
of weapon outside of a tactical nuclear weapon.
Say that again.
Salad bar shrapnel.
Oh, what kind of?
Is it a band? Salad bar shrapnel. That's a band, brother.
Somebody throw that on the list. I like
I'll
that.
add it in for future.
That is
That's a good
That
one.
is
I'm trying to
salad
look
bar
up.
shrapnel.
I already have tonight's lineup, but for
was-
future, it'll go.
I'm
in the
looking up
list.
numbers, and unfortunately, I have to look up some of the answers to some of these things. But I was going to attempt to do another little bit later. But I have to look up some of these answers now.
Bit.
Yeah, bits. And
What answer?
Yeah. Don't sweat it, losers. We're going to a song. This is
It's been 23 minutes already, guys.
It's
I've
been
had
a
lot of
long
fun.
one.
That's
This
a good long
is
time for the break.
here before this one goes on. This is one of the artificial intelligence composed songs, but this one was composed with work from some guy from France. But it's pretty much all the Beatles dumped into one song. So here you go. Enjoy. You asked for it. Time for the show. We'll be right back.
name. The Apologizer.
Are you ready? Are you writing out your apologies right now, Peas?
I do take notes and I write them down on my iPad Pro with my Apple Pencil.
All right. So on that, let's see what did I have there? I had sorry.
I'm trying to be one of them influencers on the YouTube so I get some free stuff.
Nope. Stop that.
All
Sorry
right,
about that. I am. I had lost control of the spinning decks here, which are just the floors. Let's see.
Did I tell you guys about my tumors?
Your tubers?
My
You
tumors.
got some big old potatoes, sweet potatoes, some yams. You're gonna
some
make us a
yams.
pie. You're gonna make us a big old pie.
Sweet potato peas. That's what they call them out west.
These are tumors.
Good old
boys.
sweet potato peas.
Take an E, boys. This is tumors, not tubers.
Where'd you get them?
Don't know. I wished I knew because then I could give them back, but I got things called Wharton tumors on my salivary glands.
Oh,
And they're going to do like this biopsy to make sure they're not the cancer, but I smoked too much pot for to have cancer, so I know I'm good with that.
yeah, you're immune. You
Well,
can't.
yeah,
I don't
right.
know, peas.
Exactly.
I mean, I was checking out WebMD, and I'm
CBDs.
pretty sure it's cancer.
It's not
Is
looking
it?
good.
Yeah, well, yeah, WebMD.
So
Dr.
what?
Google
What-
says
what
it's
if- what if
cancer.
it
He's
is?
just trying to cop out of
What-
doing
what
the
if
show.
it is?
Oh, now I have voice cancer. Now I have funny cancer.
What is the worst
I
thing that would
can't
happen?
be funny and I can't talk. And
No, seriously. What if it was?
Did
What
you
if it
just
was?
spat?
What's the worst thing that would happen is I would be released from the cycle of hell that's called life.
Or at least
I mean-
time for the show. You
And you eat them both.
and at your
It's a
funeral,
win-win.
when you died of tongue cancer, at your
Tooth
funeral, we're all
Tooth
gonna
cancer.
remember you of tongue tumors.
Would you guys go to
malicious
my-
tongue
if I-
tumors.
if I had
We're
a
gonna
funeral,
remember
would
you,
you guys
sweet
come?
peas.
Would you guys come to a funeral if I had one?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, we're hosting it.
Yeah. We're the ones that are going to be holding up all the signs. You know, God
Because
hates peas.
I should let
Fuck
Karens know.
peas.
Well, you don't have to let her
That
know.
would be-
We'll
that would
invite
be the
her.
best.
Don't
That
sweat
would
it.
be the
She's
best.
welcome
Yeah.
to
We
come.
should plan my funeral.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm seeing. All right. Let's like a covered wagon. All right. It enters from stage left. Two golden mares
got
are
dysentery.
pulling the covered wagon, and then the angel Moroni comes out from the desert.
Oh, it's
and
gold?
Is
says,
Moroni? Now, which one is Moroni known for?
Says peas.
Gabriel's
Curly. Curly is
You have
Moroni.
cursed
Ariel's
this
known for
land.
some stuff. What is
You
Moroni known
have
for? What's his
brought
angelic
about
Moroni is what he
famine
meant to say.
and
yeah,
What's
and
his
then
superpower?
this is the point
What's his-
where out of the back
and
of the covered wagon, a
everyone-
giant animated tongue jumps out.
Everyone
and he's
in the
got big
crowd
old cancerous tumors on his side. He comes running around the
rises,
funeral
and
like
they
a
have
football
to throw
player.
Alka-Seltzer.
So he's running around a
think I'm
circle
supposed to be
and
dead,
like
so how am I
the
running
tongue
around?
like
Here's the other
pushes
thing.
the
What is
mechanism
that
so that the
angel's
coffin
art?
just drops.
It's
And
art.
then everyone holds up their
Performance art.
signs. God
What is that
hates
angel's
peas.
superpower? All the angels have a superpower.
And
What is
also
that angel's
facts.
superpower. What
It's
makes
just that
angel-
your God's superpower is tongue cancer.
It's why you get tongue cancer. It's salivatory gland cancer, dude. What the fuck?
Aren't those on your tongue?
No, they're not.
Oh, they're all throughout your palate. That's right. And there's
If
5
you
flavors.
Google it, you'll see in 3
Yeah, you
seconds. of
dummy.
these things.
Ain't you ever Googled
fucking
nothing, you big fucking
dumbass.
dummy?
The whole knowledge of mankind at your fingertips, and you're making fucking tongue jokes. You're making tongue jokes. Do some research if you're going to be on a fucking professional
Hey,
show.
you know, I'm
asshole.
just trying to keep it tongue in cheek.
Fuck! God damn it! I can't wait to apologize for your bullshit.
You're welcome.
Hey, Peas, I got a viewer mail for you.
Oh, nice. That's good. I like this.
But don't mute him. I want him to hear this one.
All right, let's hear it.
Dear Peas, thank you for time for a show.
Nice.
If weed is the vaccine for cancer, then does that mean it causes autism? Sincerely, Little Christopher.
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Little Chris on his new rap album that he just put out, because that's the rap music is real big with the Utes, and I know that Little Chris will go a long way. Yeah, that's good. It's actually a good application of the robot voice too. Here's the thing about the weed, okay? Everybody says weed and the CBD will cure cancer and all that stuff.
Who says that?
Who says that?
Wooks and hippies.
Wooks?
Yeah. Wooks. If you ask
there's like
Wooks. Are you
You
wook?
don't know what a wook is?
totally
No,
wook,
come on.
bro.
You are
No,
so
Wookies.
wook right now.
9 feet
concert.
tall and covered with hair. The Wooks.
Listen, let me explain this to you. If you're at the Ween concert, in the back of the hall, there's these guys that are like got the dreadlocks.
First
and,
off, at any Ween concert, it would have to be outside because no venue would accept them.
no, I've seen him here at the bowling alley here in Vegas 3 times.
Yeah,
They're
at
really
the
good- they
bowling
put on a
alley.
good
Yeah,
show.
that's where they were able to get in.
So the Wook is the guy that comes to the festival. You know, Peas could probably be classified as Wook. He shows up to a place and he has nothing, and he borrows everything.
Hey, man, can I get a cigarette?
Dope.
Oh, also, can I get a
cigarette?
light?
Can I get a hit off
Oh,
that
also,
joint?
can you smoke the
You
whole
got
thing for
circus
me?
tickets and problems? Can I have 6 or 7 of those?
I'm
Hey
Wook.
man, do you guys have food? I like food, and basically, and then if you don't give them the stuff, eventually, if you don't keep your eye on them, they'll turn around and steal this shit from you. So everybody knows who I'm talking about when I talk about the Wooks at the festival, and almost always when you engage with one, he will say something so mind-blowingly stupid as if it's a fact that you can't believe that a human being that would say something like that could even exist outside of some kind of controlled institution.
You got
where
you
better
got an
thinking
example of
people
that?
would- No, you know.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're kind of Wook free in the church. I think you see a lot of Wooks at family gatherings, the Rainbow Gathering. You see a lot of them there. You see a lot of
Mainly
Wooks at
probably because of the
Coachella.
breathing issues. A lot of subgeniuses have hard
Dude,
times
Coachella.
breathing.
If you go to Coachella, you're gonna find some Wooks. If you go to any 3-day outdoor musical festival, there will be Wooks there a day before and 2 days after. And the reason
Wooksforweeks.com.
the reason they're there 2 days after is they're looking through all the piles of garbage for cigarette butts.
So is that your blind eye?
You know what? You
The
brought
Wook
that in as
community?
my blind eye. The fucking Wooks.
Fucking Wooks. Asterisk, Wooks are not a protected class of citizen. So you can actually legally say that. Fucking Wooks. Wooks.
Like if you're trying to jam out to Bass Nectar, and it's like boom, 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 boom. There'd be some Wook. Hey, dude, you get a cigarette? Can you use your
Hey bro, do you like
your girlfriend?
blood honey?
Is she Polly?
Hey bro,
Hey,
do you like
hey, man, you got a cigarette for me? Oh, you got a light? Also, can you give me a light too? Oh no, I don't use butane lighters because
Yeah.
the
I was
gas
hoping
is
you would
way
have some
worse
flint.
than the
I was hoping
Zippo
you'd
lighter
have some
gas. So I only use
Dryer
Zippos.
lint and some flint and steel, and you would make a little flame for me the right way, dude.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it because I mean, fuck, you already gave me the cigarette and your time and all
Is
of
this
your
tobacco
patience
locally
and,
resourced?
Ethically sourced cigarettes are now such a precious commodity. You know, big.
All right, Fidd, who's your blind eye?
Dude, you said. What
Are
did
you talking to
do?
me,
He's talking to Finn.
Mr. Diff? I got a blind eye or two. I do have
Diff junk.
I do have a blind eye, believe it or not.
Throw it, bro.
People who say inbox me, or like, oh, I just inboxed you, or I just, you know what I'm saying?
you know
Like,
it's worse than
where
that?
They
When they-
didn't say
oh, just
email,
ping me.
they say inbox. Like
Just ping me.
Just
Just ping
inbox me that later.
That was it. That was good.
Hey man, can I slide you
17.
into your DMs?
Like
Now
you know
they
who
say-
I'm
now
talking
they say
about. These
just
are the
ping.
sort of people that it's like, You look at their computer, and like they've got a copy of Internet Explorer open with like 735 tabs all consecutively open.
Using Netscape.
So like 80%
like
of the RAM
Netscape.
is going to their internet browser, and they're like, "Hold on,
My
I'm going to
computer's a
inbox
piece of
that to
shit."
you right now. I'm just going to inbox that over to you."
Yeah, that's super. That's good. I think that was a good blind eye. Yeah, really was. Good job, dude.
Thanks, Peas.
Yeah, no problem.
That means a lot to me.
Handsome,
Really
handsome
put a lot of
thanks there,
effort into
Peas.
that. A lot of effort into that.
Bringing
blind
class
eye.
back. Make the show classy again.
Well, what's your blind eye, Argus Q Fox? Not an Esquire.
People who fish off of bridges.
And that's quite a problem. That's quite a problem where you live, where there's a plethora of bridges throughout the state of Florida.
There's a lot of bridges around here, and there's always people just trying to make their living on those bridges. I don't like bridges in the first place. I think they're unnatural. They go against everything God
Right.
intended about putting a body
God wanted
there
bridges
in the first
there.
place.
He would have put some rocks.
Exactly.
Or
He would have made it for us to like, here,
Or he
go
would've
this
invented
way.
Beavers or something.
Don't go that way because there's not a bridge. You have no business there. No business. And then it
trying
always
to
ends
warn
up in
you off.
disasters. Bridges got you to 3 Mile Island, and now we don't want
Didn't
to
you
go
guys
there.
just have a bridge
Bridges-
fall in the middle of the road and kill like 20 people?
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
They put up a
And
bridge
there's
at
like
this
a bunch
college
of
in-
feminists or whatever, and there's a bunch of
dude,
memes
I'm
on it on
serious.
the internet. You should
Wow,
go check
2
it
years
out.
ago. It was
How
like-
many
just
buses
like
full
a
of
year
feminists
ago.
does it take to bring down a a bridge on I-4? One.
Over troubled waters. Oh, I just got an email from Paul Simon. It says cease and desist.
Oh, you just got an inbox over there?
That was super quick, dude. That guy is nuts.
You
Quite
are
the stuff.
blind.
I didn't know you were on inbox terms with Paul Simon.
No, he pings me from time to time.
Yeah,
What's your
ICQ
blind eye, Fidd?
Yeah, what's your ICQ number, Fidd Chewley?
Well, I have like a prologue blind eye because earlier we were talking about wine tastings. And these pussies that spit it out. I mean, come on. You're only taking a sip. You know, at the end of the day, having had like 2.5
Nah,
Combined
I'm
glasses
totally
of
for the
wine.
spitting. I mean, it just shows the wine who's boss. It shows everybody around you who's boss. You know what you're doing when you take $7 into a sip into your mouth, and then you just kind of spit it onto the floor.
Did
so
you
a
ever
small child can come and wipe it up with a mop made from his mother's hair.
Did you guys ever see the Vincent Price movie with a bunch of Edgar Allan Poe stories that Peter Lorre was in?
Yeah, he spits
Peter-
wine. He's just like,
Yeah,
"Bleh."
no, he's the only one that
Because he's
doesn't
Dracula.
spit. Everybody else is like spitting into the thing, and he's like, and they're all like, this guy won't be able to judge wine. He takes a big old gulp of it. Then he said, oh, pour more in the glass. He has another go. Oh yeah, and he tells everything about this fucking wine. They're like, what day in the month it was harvested 6 years ago, and they're like, oh. It's an old man. I wish I remember the name, but I remember Vincent Price was in it.
Dracula.
Peter Lorre was in it, and I think it had something to do
Dracula
with some
2.
tales of
Die
Edgar
Hard.
Allan Poe. No, Argus Fox. There's people out here who know the answers for what monster movie this is, and I think it is maybe.
That sounds good. I'm interested. I am actually interested.
And you'll see
He
the
swallowed,
exact
which is way
scene-
more sexy.
The exact scene that Fidd Chewley describes, Peter Lorre will have none of that spitting shit. He's going to get a $7 glass of wine in his mouth. He's going to drink it.
I know what movie that the Lady
Cool Hand
Ghostbusters
Luke.
movie.
Yeah. Might be. I don't know if that's it. Tales of Terror. I think that's it. Yes. And they're actually Poe based.
I kind of wanted also blind eye. another-
Scalpod from time to time.
your
Scalpod
Poe-based.
is actually quite fucking handy. I have to give him
Yo,
that.
boy, you Poe-based?
Scalpod's always
Yo, mad shout out to Scalpod for, I guess, like, dignifying
Googling
your own
something.
existence one in a while.
He's
once in
like a
while,
Google
sucker.
god.
Like,
Google God of
it's
knowledge.
not like you just keep track of everything and make memes all over the place and contribute all kinds of content.
Where
and then
is
keep
my
track
good
of,
friend
is it a
and
band?
comrade in arms, Cosmac of Cosmac's Commandos? Where is he on this fine evening?
My blind eye is people that take cigarettes out of their pack with their mouth.
Why?
Come on.
They're cigarettes. They can lick
It's,
them. I lick all my cigarettes before in case somebody asks me
subhuman.
for one, and then they put it in their mouth. And
It's subhuman.
Yeah.
It's
I just
aggressive.
French-kissed you. It is aggressive.
It's a psychological maneuver. They do it because they know everyone around them is watching them pull it out, and because that's the signal. When you pull the cigarette
I rub
out
all
with
the
your,
filters
with your
on my
lips
balls.
like
Oh,
that,
open a
so
cigarette,
cool.
you're showing
So
everybody
cool.
in the room
When I open a
Mr.
pack of cigarettes,
what
I
you're
grab
going
the
to
whole
do
pack
to
of cigarettes
their
and rub them on my
dick
balls.
I feel
That's
that
all
you
it
are
is.
so
It's a signal.
cool.
It's like, hey, if
are
you want
just-
your dick nipped,
and you are smoking
if you just want,
balls.
just
I
the
see,
flaps
Mr.
of
American,
the tip
you are
of your
so
dick, just licked
cool.
slightly by a dry and damaged tongue with tumors. I'm
tumors. Brought to you by peas.
This is where it's at. Come on, man. That's code. Aren't you down with code?
No.
That's why Fidd Chewley wears 2 pairs of pants. It lets the ladies know that he's going to probably shit in one of them.
Once you get to the juice, it's going to be
it's
twice
okay.
as good.
I got
because you had to
my
work
backup
twice
pants.
as hard to get there.
He thinks ahead. He's
Yeah, because
resourceful.
like he knows that the challenge is getting his pants off. So if they have to do it twice, then he's like, now they'll be satisfied no matter what happens from this point on. They feel like they've accomplished something. They didn't take off
D
2 pairs
pants
of
me
pants.
once, shame on me. But D pants me twice.
Let's get
shame
busy. Let's get busy.
Who's your blind eye, Peas?
You passed the test.
Let's play the game.
What game?
Your blind eye.
I did my blind eye already.
Who is your blind eye, Peas?
That FedEx tubalone tube, not tube, triangle shaped box given motherfucker at the FedEx place. $57 to mail
Really,
postage.
your blind eye should be people that think that they can just walk into a place and that a minimum wage employee will take care of all of their problems with a smile on their face. Why don't you just blind eye those people?
That's what's supposed to happen because this is America and you should be thankful that you have a fucking job. And you just need to pull
Well,
yourself
not
up
with
by your
that attitude, you
bootstraps.
shouldn't.
You need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and suck it up. And go get that $2 tacos from and eat your ramen and just help the machine.
When I was your age, my first job only paid $1.35, which is equivalent to $17 today.
Yeah.
But $15 minimum wage, you
Are you
guys are
just throwing
entitled.
numbers out?
Well, how about let's jump to a song, and when we come back, Fidd, you had a Fidd Crow.
He's always
Yeah.
Let's do
Dude, you're
Fidd Crow.
always
When we
wearing
come
that
back on the
ducky
hour,
shirt.
we'll kick off Is It a Band?
I'm
How's
looking
that
at a picture of Fidd with no pants, and guess what shirt he's wearing? Duck shirt. He's always got that fucking duck
The
shirt.
fucking duck shirt.
Dude, you have the ugliest knees I've ever seen. that is some
You look-
scary
Julie is
shit,
literally a
This is
skeleton.
this photo
You
will
look
later
like
be
one of
marked
them-
as
them
evidence.
Kentucky kids with rickets or
Survivor.
Yeah, those eating disorders where it's like
Witness.
people that are literally
Yeah.
like skeletons walking
Photograph.
around.
You would see this in a
Evidence.
medical textbook. Appalachian rickets disorder.
He's got a bad
Yo.
case of Heineken leg.
brought on by too much citric acid from having too much Mountain Dew.
All right, this next song is by Dada Butts. It is robot music. Stay tuned. You're listening to Time for the Show live on freethinkradio.com. Put that down.
Fidd Crow.
Fidd Crow is next. Uh-oh.
for my father's funeral and my daughter's wedding.
Time again. Time for the show.
What time is it, Dr. Fox?
Why, if you look at your time for the show,
If I was looking at my
official
time control
chronometer, you'd see that the little hand points to time and the big hand points to show, and they're right on top of each other. That last song was generated by the album Diotima by Krallis. All titles were generated by a Markov chain. So basically, that's what robots think. What do you think about the robot music? Vote for it now in the chat. Robot music good. Robot music
I mean,
bad.
Markov. I barely know him.
In the future, all will crumble and be rebuilt anew on the skulls of those that would oppose the law. The name of that law... Fidd Chewley,
Didn't understand what
I believe you had a
I think he
decree
said
for the
Fidd
future.
Crow.
And my condition is you're going to have to tell us how you're going to make the future better with your Fidd Crow Act.
Wait a minute. Is this a new bit?
We've done this before many times.
It's an
like
old
the
bit.
45th time we've done this.
Is it?
Yeah, we've done it.
All right, let's go on with it then. Never mind.
You remember all the rules that Fidd makes to make the world better for Fidd after Fidd Crow is instituted? You remember that, Peas? That was when basically Fidd makes all of these rules to make the world better for Fidd. Our fearless leader, Fidd.
Well, I would basically,
Chumley.
I'd like to take a shot at ruling the world with an iron fist. I'd like to have a go at it, as they say in chubby old England. You know? So, I'll say what the rule is, because my job is making decrees. But my autistic jester, Peas, you can direct any questions to him. So, the rule is... Will the sergeant at arms please mace the Peas?
I'm being quiet, dude. Fucking do your bit.
Yay. You just got maced.
You got
Peas.
maced. You got mad maced, bro.
Now scream in pain. Scream in pain.
Just move on with your Fidd Crow Iron Fist School of Plant Management.
Well, it's pretty simple. This one's a simple one. Okay, look.
Save the world.
Under the shadow of my merciless rule, the term emojis will be changed to tardograms, thus imparting shame on anybody who uses them.
This is a good bit. I like it. That's nice. We have memes and everything. I'm surprised. I didn't know anything about this.
Peas, you've been on this bit before, literally.
So
I don't think
so. Emojis are called tardograms.
Tardograms. I'm right. That's a good one.
How will this? How
like
will this?
this bit.
How will this propel your utopian state?
How does this make things better?
Again. We should do this again.
Well, it's going to make my master race smarter than the rest of the world, because while everybody else is slowly eroding and devolving into using pictures of things to communicate ideas.
Right. We talked about this earlier in the show, so this is the second repeat of that.
It's like
awesome.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be super funny.
It's non-symbolic communication, because it's literally a picture of a tree if you're trying to say tree, so there's no really linguistic skills. Everybody's going to get stupid except for my master race. I'm going to keep them on the letters, except for in algebra. That just doesn't make any sense. Right? You can't add letters and subtract letters from each other. So that'll be banned too, because that's just
good.
Ridiculous.
That shit is stupid.
But I will keep them on the whole.
Duck pajamas will become formal business wear.
I will still keep them on the whole using words to communicate thing, and that alone will already give me most of the edge that my master race is going to need over the rest of the world.
Yeah, they have to fight with their words, because you can actually push most of them over.
It's like an army of skeletons.
The nation of Fidd Chewley will be wiped out with like one Category 1 hurricane. Like they'll be all over North Dakota within weeks.
I wonder how that guy did on
the
Jeopardy.
House of Cards
little Fidd
falls.
militias. You know,
I was watching Jeopardy. They got this
Little
guy. He's
Chewley
really
camps.
good at it. I'm wondering if he won again tonight.
Survivalism, Fidd Chewley style. You're out in the
guys
woods.
like- you guys like Jeopardy?
you have a fort.
You're out in the woods.
It extends.
Everybody
You have an
else uses
extending
you
fort.
as a lean-to
Woods
cover.
Jeopardy.
And Fidd Chewley, the
What is
origin-
fire for survival, Alex?
Well, he has everyone else's lighter. That's the one thing. So within like a 4-mile radius of a
They're
Fidd
not
Chewley
butane.
nest, there will be no lighters.
It's actually referred to as a clutch of Fidd Chewleys.
Fidd
Please form your answer in the form of smoke signals.
You'll see.
Excuse me.
You'll see.
It's called the jurisprudence
crates
of
of.
I can make the
Heineken.
smoke signals with my vape, right?
Of
Yeah.
I'm gonna send these smoke signals with my vape.
Watch for rings in the sky
we're
above the
scatting
trees.
now.
Look towards
Good
the tops
stat.
of
I'm
trees.
totally
Look
inboxing
towards
you
the
right
tops of
now with my
trees.
vape.
You'll
So,
usually
I
see
have
the
a-
beer bottles on
He's hot
branches.
inboxing you.
He's vaping bear.
Yeah. You know, my friend used to tell me before they got glasses, they
Soylent
thought that the
on the
tops
ground.
of trees were fuzzy because they couldn't see the
Cigarette
tops of trees
butts cut
correctly.
in half and
So they
soylent
thought
powder
trees
littering the
were
all
ground.
leaves and stuff, and then the tops were
Literally,
fuzzy.
it's
But then they got
caffeine,
glasses,
literally,
they're like,
it's
wow.
half cigarette butts sitting around totally
Cans of wet dog food.
soaked in
I'm gonna call this the
Soylent
weakest
powder,
segment.
like not even
Weakest
Soylent
segment
liquid,
of
but
the show.
actual Soylent
Not
powder.
so much that it was a
that's
bad
been
segment. It was just
dehydrated
There's
and
little
powderized to
footprints.
its absolute
Every
smallest
segment
there's
can't
footprints.
be better than the
the
segment
very
before.
substance that 80% of
sometimes if you
Fidd
have a
Chewley is
bad
made of to
segment,
begin with,
Four,
then
there it
it
is,
makes the
soaked like
next
a
segment
green
seem
tongue
that much
tumor on the
better.
side of an
So it's
unused
important.
passive filter that was cut off a cigarette.
Don't put
And Fidd
things
Chewley's all like, oh, it's cool, guys. That's like, basically my dinner, but I lost it, so I'll just
It's
go.
on the ground now.
I'm gonna go be a woman somewhere and just like be like, hey buddy, I see you're drinking
like
Soylent
birds?
there. You got some extra
He associates
Soylent
with her
or
quite
whatever?
well.
'Cause I'm a wook.
They have similar bones.
And then can you drink it for me too? Can you also drink it for me?
Soylent Green
Because that would be
is made
great.
of Soylent
First of all, I need you to give it to me, and then I need you to consume it for me and enjoy it for me,
Fidd
and then
Chewley is 90%
eventually excrete
red
it for
dye,
me.
number
5
40.
7 2 9
So-
9 9 4 1 4
Siding
1
pie.
4 0 1 1 1 5 0 0.
So, Peas, what are you gonna name your tumors?
1 5 6 5 6 7 8 5 8.
You can name them after us. You
Is
can-
that the web address for Time for the Show? Is that the link to the Google?
We've heard all kinds of rumors about these tumors, and now we want the truth.
2 1 5 7 7 4 2 9 9 1 9
For a good time call.
4 9 9 7 3 1 5 6 5 6 7 8 5 8 4 6 6 6 6 9 8
It's got a
0
good
7
beat,
0
but
2
you just
1
can't
7
dance
1
to
2
it.
What's his
5
Fidd's
9
mother's
9
name?
6 5 1.
I think this is Fidd's PIN number.
And this
We
was
need
the
to
tracking
know
number
mother's
for
name now.
posters. So if you've entered that entire sequence, you can now figure out where.
It's easy to ban. Let's go to
It's
a break.
interesting
Come
because he
back
just
and play
chose
Easy to
the
ban.
nuclear
All right,
codes that
so
he
we
had.
have
Is
a
it time for
theme
the band
song
already?
made for computers. When we come back, those delicious Patreon shout-outs, and then, is it a band? Is it time for a band? Is it a band? Listening to the show! You're listening to Time for the Show, a production of Hypercube Laboratories in good friendly cooperation with our neighbors to the north at Freethink Radio. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank those like Dr. Ellis and Martha Artha for hosting us live every week, Monday nights at 10 on freethinkradio.com. These people, they love us too. YB Dobbs, our new pledgee and our first Cool Ranch level member. Don't worry, in the upcoming show, when your pledge goes through, you will receive your Bible verse from Fidd and your fortune from Peas, as well as your Time for the Show poster, which I am posting in the chat right now. Everyone on the Patreon list has submitted their address. The posters are now on their way, as well as additional stickers that are going to go out to YB Dobbs, Dr. Cosmac, Henry Hastuer, Reverend Couchsloth, Posse X Nord, Reverend Caller23, Chris Ferguson, Hazel of the Windmills, Dr. Scalpod, Reverend 80 Catfeather, and Reverend Jitney Fricoeur, and also out to our friends like Elvis Martini and Guru Drew. The tubes are loaded and your cubes are getting packed in fucking fierce. You're gonna love them. So now, without further ado, here is Time for the Show. Broadcasting live in the Hypercom. Access now, timefortheshow.com. Click the Discord button. Radio check 10212. Looking for Fidd Chewley and Peas. Are you there?
No.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to cancel the show, everybody. The show is dead. The show, it was a good run. I think we gave it we didn't give it a good shot at all. No.
What's our numbers? Do you have numbers available? What's our numbers?
Haven't looked them up in a while.
We should see if we're trending.
After the game, we can... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I gotta turn the Fidd. We gotta turn
the Kardashians are trending.
I'm Fidd Chewley, and I will be heard.
Yes.
Anyway, you know what our numbers are, Peas. You were just reading it out.
321-765-FAUX.
That's not the sweet, sultry tones of the Fidd Chewley that I know.
No, I'm Chid Chewley, if you recall.
Oh my God, where's Fidd Chewley?
How about Chad Fortnite?
Oh, guys.
There he is. There he is. There's my angel. There's my angel.
Really embarrassing. Muted and holy cow, goodness!
We were saying funny stuff and none of us heard it.
I was muted.
Save it for the show.
All that fancy pants microphone may be a little bit much for you city slickers to get on top of.
I think we have one of our representatives
I'm blushing right now,
of the
guys.
International Council of Is It a Band?
That's not good.
Dr.
That's
Scalpod,
not good.
Dr. Cosmac, do we have either of you in
Cosmac's Commandos
in the voice chat here? Hello.
No.
That would be a negatory Red Falcon.
Nothing
that would
from
be
our
a
representatives
negatory.
in the field. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that the game is delayed on account of failure to appear.
Yeah.
So
the game is on delay on account of inclement internet. And as the internet patterns change, we'll keep you updated as to when our hosts can actually arrive here. You know, as you all know, some of these internet activities that have been popping up recently, we've had data swirls out in the southwest. We've had crypto confusion in the northeast.
I don't feel that it's right.
There's huge IP
but suicide
name
girls
conflicts going on.
Caller,
through the
turn
Pacific
down your
region.
pie hole. Caller, turn down your pie hole.
Yeah,
Our judge is here.
Yeah.
well, where is he?
He just popped in and then he muted himself because caller was calling in.
I don't hear him.
Who?
Where's he at?
He's right there.
Where?
Which one?
Which one?
Say salutations, mutation.
Salutations, mutation.
Who's
All right,
that?
let's do the damn game before caller starts.
Okay,
it's
the
game
rules
time.
are that I am in the lead and I go first. And
Rule!
First band. Hypothetical
First of all, we have to
band
have
name
current
number
scores.
73.
It is tied. Fox and Fidd are tied.
Hey, Scalpod, I think you might have to make a column for Dr. Ferg. I think Ferg's in the house.
Yeah, we have a new challenger.
Well, his mic's on. There he is.
Yeah, let's add him in the mix. He can play.
Fergenstein.
I'm all for it. The more the merrier.
Ferg, are you there? I can't hear you.
Spread that suffering around, baby.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Barely hear you.
Ferg needs to turn up his radio.
I gave him a boost on this end.
Give him a boost.
The thing is, you got to get the microphone right up next to your mouth.
You gotta get all up on it.
Right down the throat.
You gotta get right on that beam. Okay, if y'all are ready, contestants ready. We have everybody in the box ready. Okay, we're ready to start the race. Hypothetical band name number 1 for this evening is Cyberspunk.
Cyberspunk.
Glad I'm not going first.
So I won last week, right? Does that mean I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, Cyberspunk. Well, you know, if there's one thing that I know I love, it's being right. And it's good to be me, and I'm gonna say yes, that is a band.
Okay, we have a yes from Dr. Arcus Q. Fox, Mountain Esquire.
All right, so Cyberspunk. It's not only is it a good play on words, but it's so close to cyberpunk. There's barely even, just because that S is so subtle, it's so close that somebody had to have made the connection before. It was an easy bridge to cross. So I'm going to say, yeah, it's a band.
Low-hanging fruit. He says yes. Peas?
No.
He doesn't like it. Why am I not surprised? Okay.
All right.
Ferg, what say ye?
Well, I say no, because it should be a band name. But life don't work that way, so no.
No.
That's right, Ferg. That's right.
But he has
There
little
you go.
faith.
Life
Little
doesn't work
faith
that way. That's exactly
in the
fucking right.
creativity of life, the spontaneity. Well, the thing is,
The kid that was going to
Wait,
start
are you guys...
the band
okay,
died.
wait a minute. Scalpod.
yeah.
You got a column for me there?
Oh yeah. Oh, RC23. Yeah. Oh no, I'm.
Oh, he
Go,
doesn't
baby,
get the
go,
point.
go.
It's going to take all
Oh
night
sure,
to
why
play.
not?
Yeah,
Sure, why
no.
not?
The answer is
He
no.
was originally his plan was to.
Oh, I am going to be
sabotage
Fidd.
Fidd's
That's
plan.
right. But then
He
Fidd
was
came
gonna
in and
play
took my
Fidd.
job out from me. He took my gerb.
Took his gerbs.
I got
All right,
my
you can play for
gerb.
yourself,
I'm
'cause
Fidd
like I
Chewley
said,
replacement.
If you win this one, you're tied with Peas.
I'm
for
tied with
second
Peas,
place,
exactly.
so-
Yeah.
So my answer is
fuck yourself.
strategically, because I know Peas loves this. Strategically, I'm going to go with Peas on this and say no, it's not a band.
No, okay.
Because it is actually a porn movie, but it is not a band.
Not a band.
Wrong game.
Is it the porn movie? That's right. Way to play the game at hand. I like it. So we have a yes from Fox, a yes from Fidd, and no's from Peas, Ferg, and Caller23. And
Correct.
I can reveal to you all now that Cyberspunk, as good as it is, not a band. Not a band.
No, I don't
Not a
accept
band.
that. I think that's wrong. I'm going to look it up right now.
No, not a band.
Cyberspunk.
One word, right?
One word.
And I'll
No,
tell you,
Robo
listen,
Shock.
you know why it's not a band? Is the person that was going to make that band was killed in the massacre at Columbine 20 years ago.
Look that up.
True story. It was saw in his journal. Tomorrow will be the first day of Cyberspunk's band practice, and that poor child.
I can
was
tell you right
shot.
now, it's inherently very difficult to look this up because it's always going to want to correct it to cyberpunk.
Jesus Christ.
And yet, nevertheless,
Yes,
there
my
are
son.
many usernames out there. People who are using the name Cyberspunk for
Fid,
their
I thought my
online
Columbine Iron joke was way funny.
Fake and fake.
It was pretty funny, Peas.
Right, but nobody seemed to like. There was no like studio laughter or anything.
Well, you made them all uncomfortable.
You think?
Yeah, you're too edgy.
Too soon? Too soon?
Edgelord.
Yeah, throw me
All right.
All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Peas,
right.
Ferg, and RC23 on the board. Fox and Fidd.
Hypothetical
Big goose
band
eggs.
name number 2.
Hypothetical band name number 2. Second inning is Ghetto Blaster.
That is a band. No, hands down. That is like
Okay.
I even think
Fox, right out of the gate, Fox is like, yes.
that is a word. That is a. I wouldn't be surprised if that is a registered trademark. Which, actually might make me think that would make it harder to be a band, but even then, I mean, come on, Computron.
He's got a point.
Yeah,
I think that's
a band.
not a band. That
That's
is
a
not
band.
a band because it's too
I
close
think
to
it's
the
a band.
fabulous platinum record.
Okay. We have a yes from Fox and no from Peas.
Ghetto Master, and so it's too close to Ghetto Master platinum winning record players. So I'm gonna say no, it's not a band.
No from Peas. Fidd, what do you think? Ghetto Blaster.
I think not only is Ghetto Blaster a band, but it's a rap group that samples Stevie Wonder songs by combining the titles of 2 Stevie Wonder songs, Village Ghetto Land and Master Blaster. Henceforth,
And done in the rap style of Kid Rock.
Wow.
yes, I'm going with that. And double points if I nailed it, too.
Yeah, well, undoubtedly. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. Deservedly so. Ferg, Ghetto Blaster. What do you think?
I'm pretty sure that's an industrial item, a mechanical made. So I said no.
That's a no? No? Okay. And,
Keep your disbelief to yourself, Scalpod, at the people's answers.
no, I had a little, I'm having difficulty. I'm having difficulty hearing him, old man.
Judge impartially.
Why don't you just tell us who submitted this?
Come on over here, just trying to give up all of the
You can see that you have favorites. You can see that you have favorites, Scalpod.
Hey, Peas, turn up your hearing aid so you can hear me say that I didn't hear him.
I already put my teeth in. That's all I'm putting in.
Put your teeth in, put your hearing aids in.
Can I be judged now?
Put your brain back in.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
turn it up.
Caller, turn up your cranial area.
I will not.
All right, caller, you're the only one that we have remaining for an answer.
Is it a band?
Ghetto Blaster.
1,000,000,000,000% yes. It is definitely a band.
Yes.
Definitely a band. It's a band. Because it is.
Definitely.
Because it is.
Definitely a band.
It is.
I mean, I agree with Fox.
certainty.
It's like it probably has a trademark on it already. There's you can probably go buy the album at your local Tower record store.
Probably. Well, you guys are probably right because it is in fact a band.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And-
I am so good at this game. Jesus
Not only is
Christ.
it a band, but it was a suggestion from our good friend Rev 80.
Oh, I forgot to ask in the middle of the game who suggested
You're
it.
not allowed to ask that.
Well, you can ask, but I'm not going to reveal after each round. So
Is it a rap
Thank
group?
you for that,
That's our
Scalpod.
new rule per Cosmac.
Do they make rap albums?
Airtight rules.
Is it a rap group that sampled a Stevie Wonder song?
I'm afraid no, it's not a rap group. You do not get the extra points. I'm sorry, Fidd.
You gotta at least admire my courage to go for it.
No,
we don't.
I
literally have to.
appreciated you.
No, he
relatively
literally
don't.
doesn't.
Fidd Crow. You literally have to.
Literally have to.
Okay, now here's the thing, fellas. As of round 2 or the
We're all
second,
tied up. Everybody's tied up.
There are several bands.
No,
named
you're not all
Ghetto
tied
Blaster.
up. You're not all tied up at all. Caller 23 is in the lead, Peas, and if he wins, you are going to be tied with him in this season for second place. So get it together, Peas. Get your head in the game.
First
Or
loser.
are we tied for third place? Because whoever's tied
Well-
for first, that's going to
my
make first
God.
and second. So we'll be tied for third
This
place
is what he
together.
does. This is what he does. This is what he does.
It's like, you know, in golf, there's like 17 people that are tied for second place.
Because you can't have a tie for second place because the winner of the third place tie becomes the second place in international Olympic standards. And you know, one time I
We're not
was
on the Olympic
playing my
committee.
big
No, we're-
wheel, and my friend had a sit and spin, and we traded, but I wasn't comfortable with the trade, so I traded back for a G.I. Joe whose kung fu grip was broken. But I'm not sure that would be a band, but maybe.
Do any of you guys have any?
That's my caller.
Did you just have an aneurysm?
You want to find yourself standing in that metal series in
my
Star
invitation.
Wars Episode 4. Poe. You want Princess Leia to hang the medal around your neck. You're gonna have to focus, okay?
I don't even care that she's my sister.
Exactly.
That's
just
what
wants the
Luke
medal.
is saying. That's what Luke is
Vaseline.
saying.
Actually, kind of makes it hotter, right?
Yeah, I don't even care that she's my sister. It's not like we grew up together.
some aloe or like Vaseline?
Okay.
Do you think you get real drunk
lavender
on
scented
I
Vaseline.
bet you got really drunk on like space juice and hey Leah, you know, together.
What's the
I
next
don't
band
even care
name?
if you're
You
my
just
sister.
don't want it. Not
Next
like
band.
not
We're
an
ready. We're ready
Next
for episode
band.
like
Before we
like a
devolve into
moisturizer.
bandration.
something that I could use as like a foundation, like
Name number
SPF
3.
15.
Leia got laid. That should be a band.
Leia got laid. That's a good one. Maybe we'll have to throw it in the hopper. But the name of episode 3 is Sultans of Swag.
Jesus Christ. Where are these coming from tonight?
That's a tough one.
I
No,
will
don't
tell
you
you when
dare,
the round
Dr.
is-
Fox.
Don't you
Don't
tell?
you dare.
That's
You ask a
cheating. Question. Yeah,
Somehow
it is.
that's cheating, even though
It
it's
is.
LED.
Yeah, somehow
Fidd
it gives you
Chewley.
a
It's
strategic
unnecessary information.
Shut up and eat shit, Fidd Chewley.
All right. Go ahead, Fox.
advantage.
I'll
Fox,
be over here eating
Sultans
shit.
of Swag.
I don't know if I even want to anymore.
He's gonna take his baseball bat and glove and go home.
Oh, that's a band.
Streetlights coming
That,
on
again,
anyway.
That's like 30 bands. That's a band.
It's 30 bands.
It's like guys
So I'm
in
gonna put it down
suits
for
and
30
turbans. You know,
0 yeses.
God
suits
damn,
and
that could be a
turbans.
that could be the new fad. I should wear that to
It
my
is.
daughter's
It's
wedding.
blowing up
A
in
zoot
Sri
suit-
Lanka.
A zoot suit with a turban. that would be so styling. Can you put a brim on a turban?
You
so
sure
you
the
can
hell
still have
can.
the zoot toot brim?
Only if
That
you
would-
wear
Zoot
it
toot
backwards.
brim.
I don't know that you can't.
It would
The
just be
Bollywood
like this
zoot toot
faux
brim.
brim. There's no hat. It's just this round hole with this really long brim that you
All
fucking
hats
pull
are
over
round
the-
holes.
No, but it's you know what I mean, man. You're
No,
pulling
I
this
really don't.
thing over
trying
your
to-
turban.
A turban
so your
with a brim?
turban
Technically, a
looks
hat
like the
has
top
no
part of the
holes.
A turban
hat.
with a brim? You
And
mean
then
a
you have
sombrero?
zoot suit brim.
A
God
sombrero.
damn, I want to go to Taylor.
Giant
I had some
suede
suits
sombrero.
made today, and I did not have that feature.
Oh, big
put in.
spender peas. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to call him back.
Okay, well, you know, when they
call this in my what do I call that even?
So
The
what
turban
did
brim.
you pay them? Are you going to stand in place of one of their mannequins on the weekend or something like that?
No, I just gave him some posters I had laying
It's
around.
the Irishman's version of the big and tall, the sitting and drunk. It's all slacks. It's all baggy
What
clothes.
a dick! What
Are you
a
sitting down
dick.
or laying down?
What a dick!
Wow.
Because that makes all the
I'm
difference.
lounging. This is my
Got a
lounge
racist over
attire.
here.
Just sitting down and drunk. Tailor shop. Irish tailor shop. Sit down and drunk, especially.
Yeah.
Big and tall, not so much. You go down the road to the Chinaman. But
You go
if
to
you're
the-
sitting and drunk, we can make you a suit to make you
The
look sharp
Chinaman.
as fuck.
It's basically just a potato sack.
Fucking Chucky's
Because
Taylor.
it's empty.
100%
It's
burlap.
empty.
The first thing we did in this renovation is with empty.
Finest burlap.
It made
Took
the
out a
whole house
load-bearing
seem
wall.
bigger.
And we put in potatoes.
Are we playing? Is it a band?
Yeah, whose turn is it?
You said yes.
Yes
Dr.
from Fox.
Fox, what was your answer?
I said yes.
Sultans
said-
of swag.
I said yes the hell out of it.
It's swirly. What do you say about
Sultans of Swag. They were a band, but only very briefly, because their whole thing was they gave away all their merch for free and quickly went out of business. But it's still a yes.
But that is a yes, because it's is it a band? Meaning present or has ever been a band?
No.
Right. So yeah,
No.
they barely qualify, but yeah.
The answer is no.
Yes. He says no.
No.
He's giving me the ASMR
Fidd said yes.
Answer.
Fidd passed.
No, Fidd said
Passed
yes.
to peas.
He said yes.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He said they were a band, and that counts as a yes.
Okay.
So now,
And then
Ferg.
what did peas say?
Ferg's turn.
He said no. We have a yes from Fox, a yes from Fidd, a no from and now
Now what does
Ferg
Ferg say?
will
I'll
reveal
say
his
yes.
thoughts on the matter.
I got a feeling it's an Australian pop band.
That's a yes from Ferg. Okay.
K-pop.
Aussie pop. Aussie pop. All right, caller. You've heard all the other answers.
Oh, definitely yes. I agree with
Yes.
Fox. It's like 75 bands out there. Like they're competing for the namespace.
Sultans of Swag. 127. Well, here's the thing, fellas. It is, in fact, a band.
Oh.
Not only is it a band, but it came from friend Hazel Windmills, who earlier in the Discord chat voted down the name that she came up with. Oh,
Really?
little faith in your own band
Hazel.
names.
Hip hop,
Hazel.
R&B, funk,
We
swag.
expected better from
Hip
you.
hop, R&B, funk, swag.
You're
I
like
am
you're
programmed
like
to
99%.
and I am programmed to hip hop,
Computer
R&B, funk,
accuracy.
swag.
But your
Dag,
own
yo.
name, you
Dag.
couldn't take it.
Dag, yo, dag.
Your own name
next
was the
band.
source. It was your own
No,
stumbling
here's
block.
the
Next
thing.
band.
There is no next band because Caller has won the game.
No, he didn't. No, he
Oh,
didn't.
dag, yo.
No, he
First
didn't.
to
Dag. Dude,
Reverend
I am
Caller.
dagging as hard as I can possibly dag right
He
now.
couldn't
because
have.
Dag, yo. I'm on the board.
Absolutely.
So
Straight up.
he went 3 for 3.
Score. No. Yes.
Yeah, I made a perfect round there.
23. That's it. He's
Fucking
on.
caller
He
ran.
was already on the big board.
I'm going to turn down my radio now.
For
I'm just
second
going to turn
place.
that down. The applause fades out, and I drift off into the background into my bathtub with fucking lilies and cinnamon. Yeah, that's right, Fidd. I still do that even without you.
Caller, turn down your
I'm
sexiness
jealous.
and turn up your pride. Congratulations on running the table.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice job, man. Nice job.
What was your
welcome.
mentality game, caller?
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
your
how'd you prep
my
for that?
mentality, actually, I had a really specific
just play the
strategy
game harder
going
than
into
these other
this
weeks?
where
You
I
didn't-
thought I'm going to go in and basically when the first round comes around, then I'm going to get it right. And then we'll do the second round and I'll
And
get
then
that one
second
right
inning.
too. But then the
Yes.
real key to my strategy here was that when the third round comes around, then I also get that
Get
one right.
That one right.
And if I get that one
I
right,
knew
then
it.
I basically
I knew
golden.
it.
And that's what I did. I trained for weeks for this. I've been doing, it was one of those rocky moments. I was running up and down the stairs. I was doing
Fan-fucking-tastic.
push-ups and sit-ups and shit. I was swimming around with mermaids and dolphins and shit. And the next thing you know, I come in here and do exactly what I said I was going to do.
I'm pretty sure ESPN2 is already planning.
ESPN2.
Like a
the
sequel to
second
the
ESPN.
biography that hasn't even been filmed yet.
Now, caller, the question on everybody's mind right now is that this particular game was one that had the most players in, or one of the most players in.
You think that
band
had
history.
a
This is true.
hand in the
Now, so when
outcome?
you came into the game, when you were facing this very diverse competition at the beginning of the game today, how did
I'm
that
black.
affect your approach?
Well, what I did was I conducted a pre-screening of all of my competitors, and I looked at them and I said, these people all have one thing in common. They need
They're all
to not
losers.
get the right answers to these questions. And so I was kind of worried about ShoRogan because he already knows everything, like the entire internet was uploaded into his brain. RoboJoe, yeah, the entire internet, that was on that Jewish conspiracy moon probe thing, whatever. All that is already programmed into RoboJoe's ROM or whatever, so he already knows the answers to this stuff. I was really worried about robots coming in because I don't know if you guys saw this earlier, but when I came into the studio earlier today, it was like a goddamn. You know how when you're out in the garden and you pick up a rock and there's 20 or 30 worms and crickets and all kinds of shit that goes jumping in different directions. When I walked into the studio today, I opened the door and light came into the whole section because the motion detectors got everything past the vending machine turned on, and it was like a bunch of fucking robots, dude, everywhere, like spaghetti strewn out all over the place, fucking Cat 5 wires and
just
just everywhere. You turn the lights on and they go scattering. They go scattering, and so there's only 2-3 robots in here right now, including ShoRogan.
Robo-roaches.
But earlier, there were 30 robots in here, and they're wires, and they had what is that stuff? Heat sink compound spread all over the floor and everything. It was
jelly.
Disgusting.
Thermal paste.
It was disgusting.
Thermal paste.
Robot
the
jelly.
thermal paste all over the walls. It was disgusting.
Give me the jelly, the Grey Goose scenario. Well, we're going
You
to
ever
quell
get
those
an
robots
enema with
one
thermal
more
paste?
song written by robots, and when we come back, we're going to do some other stuff. You're listening to Time for the Show. It's a show. We're doing a show. Congratulations for us. Good for you. Time for the show. Going everywhere. It's destruction in mass here, live on Time for the Show. This is the part of the show where we now complain about how terrible we are, and we're good at that. So let's go. Fidd, you go.
It's pretty big.
Oh, me?
Yeah, this is the Beg for Mercy segment.
Please have mercy on yourselves. Don't waste any of your attention or affection on me. Save it for somebody who deserves it, because it's not me.
I thought we weren't going to talk about this, Fidd.
Well,
on the air. I mean, seriously, maybe there's miles between us, but I still feel like you're right here, and we shouldn't talk about this on the air.
Here's things fit for air. A Tesla Model S in Shanghai was videotaped being its cool $200,000 plastic shell lithium-ion battery-powered cell beginning to smoke like a fog machine at a rave, and then immediately vaped out and caught fire and exploded, which is ahead of schedule for Tesla, because they weren't supposed to blow up in China for another year. So, good.
Yeah,
for
I'm
them.
waiting for the Tesla Model V, where you can actually hit the exhaust pipe and vape. You can load your vape cartridges into the gas tank and vape directly from the exhaust
down on
pipe.
That pussy pedal.
Yeah,
get
Your
that
tongue right on that exhaust pipe.
Get that musk flavored vape.
The exhaust pipe.
Yeah, you have to mark your own territory. Like, this is my recharging station. Stay away.
Exactly. That's why I've been peeing on the ones in my local downtown for weeks now. I just go down there in the middle of the night and just pee on the electric charging station. It's like people look at me and I'm like,
Martian law.
haha, LOL.
Martian
I'm just
law.
drunk. I've just been drinking down in the downtown area here, and haha, I just peeing on this electric fence because LOL, YOLO. Anyway, so I just played off, but I'm not really drunk. I drove like a mile to get down there just to, in all sobriety, urinate on this electric charging station.
Possibly have been drunk if you were just recently driving.
Well, exactly.
I think that rules that right out. Like, no,
obviously.
I'm not drunk.
What kind of world do you think we live in?
I just got out of my car. You know what? Go put your hands on the hood of my car. I just got
out of my car. No, they didn't see me get out of the car, though, because I have to park down the street because I don't have an electric vehicle to park in one of the spots for it. You know what I'm saying? I can't park there, so I have to park down the street. So they didn't even see me get out of the car. They just think, oh, this drunk asshole that's coming from a bar downtown. And I'm like, YOLO, yeehaw!
You know what?
And I'm peeing on the electric charging station. But really, I'm just there peeing on the electric charging station.
But just remember the difference between peeing on and peeing into the electric charging station. Watch out for that spark gap.
I want to give the kids a little bit of advice when it comes to drunk driving.
Listen, kids.
Because he knows what he's talking about.
Don't do it.
This is Unky Fidd's advice.
From convicted prisoner of drunk driving, Fidd Chewley.
Fiddulous Chewley.
Here's your advice.
Now, I'm going to be on the reel. I'm going to, flip my chair 180 degrees and sit down in it and tell you the real scoop, kids.
Which way is your hat facing?
Because your parents and the police...
He sounds so cool.
He's going to do the Riker move to sit down on the reversed chair and then tell y'all.
Look,
his
your
hat
parents...
is flipped backwards, too.
You've got socks and sandals. I'm calling
and
bullshit.
The cops lied to you. The thing is, don't drink and drive, okay?
Unless you're good at it.
Well, look, the truth is always in the middle. On one side, you got people saying... on one side, you got people saying, don't ever drink and drive. And then on the other side, you got people saying, please drink and drive for the love of God. Please do your part. Drink and drive. And the truth is in the middle. The truth is, and this is, look, drink and drive until you get your first DUI. And then, and then crank it down a little bit after that. You
can't drive away from your own car.
Well, look, it's
like you're trying to run away from your own feet. You can't do it.
My legs are on fire, preacher.
You're going to get away with it for a long time. And then as long as you didn't, crash your shit or hurt anybody, you just got pulled over and you got one, you're going to get, you'll get a PBJ. It'll be off your record. It's worth it.
Yeah,
if you
I've peanut butter and jelly before.
All the combined miles... that you got away with before the time that you get busted, it's worth it in the end.
You divide that by $10,000.
Yeah, and it's
each
pennies.
Mile has it's pennies.
Pennies.
It's fractions of pennies.
Yeah, and then after you get your DUI, cool it down a notch.
Take it down a notch. Hey, you drink some, you drive some. Hey, we're all human here.
It's basically a Venn diagram, where before it was just two circles on top of each other, the drinking circle and the driving circle. Now it's more of a Venn diagram. There's a little bit of drinking on one side, a little bit of driving on one side, and a little bit of overlap,
But and the basic point is that to make it worth it, you need to do a lot of it.
You have to do the right amount of drinking.
So that when you get caught, it's like
the seat belt as a bottle opener.
It's like we've learned from all these white-collar criminals. Like, if you're going to commit a crime, commit a crime that's so big that you cannot possibly be made to pay for it.
I'm going to lead the world. And
you've gotten away with it. So, if you drink and drive for, tens of thousands of hours, when they finally ultimately catch you, whoop-de-doo.
I drove to Jupiter and back drunk before I got, and then I got one.
Jupiter, Florida.
And then, you know what? I got one, and it doesn't exist anymore. So there you go. Who won in the
doesn't
end?
exist anymore. Who won?
Who won in the end?
State,
I won.
I guess because they collected a ton of money out of that.
Not really. Not a lot.
They collected $10,000, I presume.
Yeah, that's going to be my new TV show. Is going to be 5 people that sit and watch all of these people brought in off the streets from drunk driving, and they're going to just talk about all the deals they're going to make to get out of jail or community service, and we'll call it Drunk Tank.
Drunk Tank.
Tupac will be there. We'll have the hologram of Tupac. He'll always be on the side like that one guy that got, busted with a 40 even though it was still sealed. Yeah. Or that guy in Louisiana, he took the paper off his straw. He didn't know.
Exactly. It's an open
a closed container as long as the
top...
paper's on the straw.
Hologram Tupac.
Remember that, kids?
I'm drunk everywhere now because I.
So that's why you open the side of the lid and drink out of the cup.
Grab a
and
pencil
leave the
and poke
the
bottom of the cup and then drink it through the bottom of the cup.
I thought you put a hole in the bottom of your liquor
put a
cup.
hole in your
That's
bottom.
the popcorn container. Get your mind out of the gutter, Fidd.
Yeah.
Thank you for
get your mind up to the
rescuing
gutter
me.
alongside the rest of us. Come on.
So did we answer the viewer's question?
What happened to Ask Peas?
No, Albuquerque is not a state of the recognized Polynesian islands.
Albuquerque
The entire
is Mesa's
country of
Florida.
Albuquerque disagrees with you, sir.
Oh no, I got that backwards. Mesa is Albuquerque, Florida.
Kiss guitarist Paul Stanley explains how a childhood deformity led him to be a rock legend. He was born
Apparently,
deaf.
childhood deformity is the
Wait a
nice way
second.
of
Yeah,
saying
it's not-
autistic.
Wait a second. Kiss guitarist? Aren't we being a little generous there?
Well,
I agree with
here it comes out
referee
and,
Scalpod.
It says he was born deaf in one ear and then without an ear on the other side of his head. Which, there you go, explains Kiss music. It sounds great to deaf people. We can throw a.
Thank you, caller.
We can throw a bone and a banana to Bach or Beethoven. Excuse me, but are you going to throw that same bone? To
Oh yeah,
Stanley?
because Beethoven
We're not
wasn't
gonna
born deaf.
box Bach out.
Leave Beethoven's race out of this, please.
Yeah.
Easy.
A woman carrying a gun
lead
and
poisoning
a baby.
and the deformities and the abhorrent conditions that he grew up in. Leave that in.
Yeah, he's a
But-
monster. He's a
Look,
star
I just want
child.
you to
If
write down
Beethoven
Star
was
Child,
here
will
with
ya?
us right
Please,
now-
Come on.
Gross.
If Beethoven was right
Gross
here
and
sitting in the
negligent.
room with us right now, then he'd be vaping those mad perps clouds. Yo, dog.
we
If he
would
was
roll
sitting in the
a
room
fatty
with you right now-
Fifth Symphony.
If he was sitting in the room with you right now, he'd be a zombie, and Fidd Chewley would use every part of him.
You're welcome.
Wow. ShoRogan is getting musical.
Well, I guess we will jump to our last song break, and when we come back, Pease has some apologizing to do, and then you'll hear the rest of whatever it is the hell we're doing. Listening to Time for the Show, BRB, LOL.
JK.
Play safe. You'll be able to keep right on playing.
What website?
TimeForTheShow.com. That website. Duh.
Yeah,
You're
the only
listening
website.
to Time for the Show. It's broadcast to you live on freethinkradio.com. Subscribe to our podcast at timefortheshow.com. Send emails to email@timefortheshow.com. Call and leave us a voicemail. Sometimes you can call us during the show, 321-765-FAUX 3289 for those of you who can't figure that out. We got voicemails. We've actually played through all the last ones that we've got, but whatevs, send them in. And P sent stuff P.O. Box, you can too. Hypercube P.O. Box 4304, Winter Park, Florida 32793. Well, it's about that time.
That's a capital 3 at the end.
It's my favorite part of the show. And, I say that about every part of the show, but, this part really is my favorite part of the show. It's where Pease is going to tell you why he is loathing existence and dreading any contemplation for the redemption of his actions. He is a monster, and he's going to make it right for you, the viewer. So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It's Pease's apologies. Take it away, handsome man.
So, at the beginning of the show, we talked about how the future was now, and we were actually in the future. But then, I don't know what happened, but we weren't in the future anymore. We were just back to doing shows. So I'm sorry that everybody feel like it's going to be a futuristic show.
Apologize for cutting out right
Things
there.
would be revealed and stuff, but it turned out not so much. Although we did segue into, bird nest soup is made out of bird nests that are made with bird saliva. So, of course, it was a logical leap for us to decide that we should make a human saliva soup. And even though we experimented on it a little bit during the show, it didn't quite come as tasty as we thought it would. Fox discussed music, and really, I got to apologize for that, because if there's one person in the world that probably shouldn't discuss music, it's Dr. Argus Q. Fox, Esquire. We didn't hear from our friends Jamaican from the Caribbean or Scoops. He's Slavic, McNews guy. But they did produce all the music tonight, and so we're sorry for that. We did discover that pot is poison, but it does get you high, so it's okay to smoke it. So we did a whole song of all the Beatles in one song. I don't know what that means. I didn't have my Free Think radio thing on because I had to call her, turn your radio down while you're... But they said they were going to do that, so I bet you that was good. But if it wasn't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I tried to do the show without my teeth in, and I'm even more sorry that Fidd Chewley caught me doing the show without my teeth in. And I'm even more sorry because Carrots told me right before I went into the studio to do the show, aren't you going to put your teeth in? And I was all like cocky about, I don't need my teeth. I'm the Peas. People love the Peas. They don't care if Peas has teeth in or not. But it turns out you did care. So I'm sorry that I disregarded your feelings about my teeth. We talked a little bit about planning my funeral. I wasn't really happy with where that bit was going, so we put a stop to it, so I apologize for that. Inbox me if you have any ideas. What the fuck? Reverend Caller23 inbox me. God damn it.
No,
sorry about that whole goddamn
yourself.
thing. Sorry about the bad music. I really enjoyed the Fidd Crow Iron Fist School of Planet Management bit that we did. I think that's a new bit that's going to take off really good. So I'm not going to apologize for that, but just tentatively go and see where that lays out. We did learn that emojis are called from now on tardograms, which I thoroughly endorse, so that doesn't warrant an apology. But that Fidd delivered it so poorly and it should have been a much funnier bit, I will apologize for that. Duck PJs are now considered business wear for any of you going out for job interviews. The new kids on the block are all wearing duck PJs.
Apologize for them, though.
I'm sorry you didn't know about that before tonight.
There you go.
People went on about some shit for about 20 or 30 minutes. Caller23 was saying something. I really stopped listening. So I couldn't really apologize for what took place there except to say, Jesus, yeah, I'm sorry too, guys. Fidd drove drunk and was sort of sorry about it, but not too much. He didn't seem to learn his lesson. But then he was like, it wasn't that expensive. He must have got a DUI in Kentucky where it's like a $50 fine until you get your 10th one or something. Maybe in Baltimore where you actually have to have a beer before you can take your driver's test. But regardless of that, I apologize for any false sense of security that Fidd Chewley might have given you to drive drunk. We all know that's the easiest way to get by the man. I'm sorry that I haven't been on the show for the last couple, but fuck you people.
Come on, Peas. Make it count.
No, that's done. I'm done.
Come on. Make it count.
No, I'm done. I'm finished.
That was really it? That was it?
That's it. That's the apologies, man. You should have known when I said fuck you people.
You're welcome. You're welcome, we suppose.
You're gonna have to apologize next. You're gonna have to apologize next episode. Apology.
Yeah,
maybe.
Peas.
I didn't eat before. I didn't eat before the show
already.
That might have been part of the problem with the show. I did have my sandwich before I did the show.
Ah, Peas. You salty, salty boy. Well, Fidd, any parting remarks for your viewers at home?
Yeah, if you want a transcript of the show, then you're going to have to start donating more money.
Yeah, you have to start writing that shit down.
That's a pain in the ass.
But they're paying off, you know. I think it's a fair rate. Fidd's got his little Super Nintendo controller that he can use as a mini stenographer.
He actually types text in through that little joystick
with his feet. All right, Peas, you're not sorry for anything else?
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks to Dr. Scalpod for hosting tonight's Is It a Band? For Reverend Applicant Caller23 Fidd Chewley. And the once again Hypercom gatherings of Fidd Chewley and Reverend Peas. And Ferg, thanks for stopping by too. You're listening.
Thank you, Ferg.
You've been listening to Time for the Show live on freethinkradio.com. Go touch yourself on the leg with a big wooden spoon. Good night.